All right, well today I'm gonna show you how to make some gluten-free brown rice pizza. And it's one of those recipes that, let me tell you, I'm not a promoter of going gluten-free, and I'm actually against it, and it's really bad for you to go gluten-free. But there are people out there that are celiacs, so I do understand that, and I do like to have some gluten-free recipes out there. The main reason I did this one was because I wanted to be able to get rid of leftover brown rice. And I love brown rice. Now, brown rice, this is hot. I actually put it in the microwave. I just reheated it, so it's leftover brown rice. You can do this with hot rice right out of the stovetop if you want to do it that way as well. But we're gonna mix 2 cups of brown rice and then a couple tablespoons. There's probably 4 tablespoons right there. So that's 2 tablespoons of oat flour per cup of brown rice. But I do use 2 cups because you're gonna need that much for this particular recipe. And because we're gonna make a pizza dough. So we'll just get the brown rice in here. And sometimes this is gonna stick to the sides a little bit. Usually it's not too bad, depends how much moisture you have in the rice. And that's a big issue because you gotta understand different rices are gonna have different moisture, so you might need to take another tablespoon and plop it in there as it's going. Now what I wanna do is I wanna just make sure that this baby really blends, really incorporates together, and we'll take a look at it and keep it going here, but it's gonna turn right into a dough ball. I think that'll work. Woohoo, there we go. Yes, indeed. Let me clean up my mess here. Get a little bit of that rice shooting out of there. And then what we're gonna do, we can put this on a little sprayed paper if you want. What I'll do here, let's do it this way. And let me pop this baby out of here. And there we go. There's our dough ball. Let me get those little pieces out of there. Okay, now, the reality is, if you start with a round, you're gonna end up with a round pizza. If you start with a square, you're gonna end up with a square pizza. Now, really what I wanna do is, I don't want this thing to be perfectly round. And it is looking a little too perfect here. But we're gonna make this not look perfect here in a minute. Let me grab a little rolling pin here. And we're gonna roll this out. Just gonna keep going out, out, out. And I can see it's moving on the wax paper. So I really don't have to do any more moving or flipping or anything like that. If it stops moving, then you know it's sticking to the paper and you better spin it around or flip it over or something. But this actually works pretty good with the parchment paper and the oil there, so. Okay. And we're just gonna keep rolling this out until we've got it to about 1/4 of an inch is what I'm looking for, about 1/4 of an inch. And of course you can make bigger pizzas and smaller pizzas and whatever works for you. What do you think? Like that? I think that'll work. Okay, now you can put toppings on it right now, put it in the oven, turn it on for 20-25 minutes, and it's done. The problem is you're gonna have a little sogginess to your pizza dough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put this in the oven, 375 degrees for 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna flip it over, put it in there for another 10 minutes. And then when it comes out, I'll add all the toppings to it, put it in there for another 10 minutes and it's done. So, but while that's going, I'll actually get some toppings cooked up and we'll be ready to eat. All right, our rice pizza dough is ready to go. And I actually put it in there 10 minutes. I flipped, look at it, you can even hold it together. So that works pretty good. Now we're gonna hit it with the toppings. Now we've got some crispness to it and we can hit it with the toppings. And you can take these toppings all the way out to the edge. It's not like a regular pizza dough. You know how regular pizza dough, if you want a big crust, then you don't put the sauce out to the end. Wherever the sauce goes on a regular pizza, it will not rise. But for this one, you can do anything you want. All right, we'll hit it with some of our favorite Daya cheese. And that is definitely one of my favorites. I'll tell you, I should work for that company. We promote them enough without promoting them, technically. Okay, and then whatever toppings you want. We'll hit it with the olives. You've got different meat substitutes that you can do. You know I do all vegan, plant strong, healthy, and I've got some bell pepper here too. So make it look really cute. And since my wife's not around, I can hit it with the green onions. That's right. I should probably put some fresh basil on it too. I've got some basil growing out in the garden, but we'll just do it like this for now. And then I'd like to put a little bit of cheese on the top too, because it just kind of holds everything together when you put that little bit of cheese on the top. So boom, just like that. This goes back in the oven for 10 minutes and then we're ready to eat. All right, oh, look at that. Our pizza is good to go. And it is hot. Oh, and the bottom is still crisp. In fact, let me see if I can just do this here. There we go. Little pizza cutter. And I think I'll do this in sixes. An awkward six, something like that. There we go. Now check this out. The bottom stays in one piece, but it's still got some moisture to it. So it is just perfect. It's hot though, I'm not, no. These camera guys would love it when I'm, but anyway, look how easy it was to make pizza with a rice base instead of flour. A lot of people out there are gluten-free, and I understand that. And you can take your leftover rice, just add some oat flour to it, put it in the food processor, and literally, not even a minute or two in the food processor, roll it out. Now it's 10 minutes in the oven. You flip it over, 10 minutes in the oven. So you're looking at 20 minutes already, and then you got another 10 minutes in here. So people are looking at this saying, man, I got a thing that's taking me 30 minutes to cook. In all reality, it's probably 5 minutes of prep time. The rest is just baking time. You're not actually having to prep anything. You know, chop up a few things for the top, and you know, your prep time is like 5 minutes to cook a healthy meal at home, rather than something that's unhealthy with all the cheese and the dairy and the animal fat and the animal cholesterol and the animal protein, which is scientifically known to be harmful, extremely harmful to the body. You've got something healthy. It's a healthy option. So there you go. That's our program for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time in the kitchen.